Hi guys, it's Amandine and welcome back to my channel, and it is time for my No Pan Left Behind update. So I've been working on three eyeshadow palettes for the past months, and the goal is basically to use every shade in it at least once. I've been working on the James Charles and Morphe palette, the Huda Topaz Obsessions, and the Makeup Revolution and DC Comics Harley Quinn palette. I'm going to start with a not super exciting news, but also a not really surprising one. I haven't reached my goal on this huge palette, but I knew I wouldn't. But at least I've used it for like 2 looks, but I've mostly used these shades. So yeah, I've used these 8 shades and also this one, so I've only used 9 shades out of this huge palette, and obviously not of the colorful ones. But I think I'm going to like really focus on this one for the next month. I just want it to be rolled out. I haven't used every shade in this palette, but I knew I wouldn't, so I'm not that disappointed. At least I've managed to use this one 2 times. Well, I've reached my goal. But yeah, I feel like I really love the nudes in this palette, and the colorful ones are quite nice too, but I just don't reach for them. And as I said in my introduction video, this palette is too big to use on a daily basis. I really struggle to use this one, so well, I hope I will be able to use all the other shades in a month. It's gonna be tough. Then for the more exciting news, for the Harley Quinn and Revolution Makeup Revolution palette, this one only has £9, and I knew it wouldn't be a struggle at all to use this one. I will put photos of the looks that I've done with the palettes, also for the James Charles, but I've used this one 2 times to use the entirety of the palette. I went to my parents for a weekend and I used this palette for the 2 days I went there. So I did a first look, like really pinky look. So first a pink look and then a really blue one. And I kind of love what I did with the blues. In fact, I wasn't expecting to like it this much, but it was really nice. So yeah, so the pink look was a really basic one with like just these 2 in the crease, then intensely a more intense touch with this bright pink, and then I just had fun with the 3 shimmers here. And for the blue eye look, I just used the turquoise as a liner, and then I've put the blue and the blue on the entire eyelid, and the greenish shimmer in the inner corner and inner portion of my lid. So it was definitely easy to use, and I'm quite happy about the looks I did, because I'm not sure I've used this palette this way since I've got it. But yeah, so I've used the 9 pans in this palette, so this one is rolling out. But it's definitely one of my favorite palettes in my entire collection. I just love it. And then another 9 pan that I used this month is the Huda Beauty Topaz Obsessions. And obviously I've managed to use this one 2 times to use the 9 colors in here. I did a first look with that, like the top shades that are, no, these shades that are really neutral and not that dark. And then I did like kind of a smoky, if I remember well, with the darker shade, but it was like definitely easy to use. It's really like, it's definitely one of my go-to palettes, and I think I'm gonna like use it a lot more since I've used it this month. I kinda discovered it again. I don't know how to say that, but definitely a really good palette. So I've managed to use all the pans in 2 palettes out of 3 that I randomized. So I'm going to replace them, but if I'm going to roll first one palette, and if it's a really huge palette, I'm not going to roll in a third one. Like I really want to focus on the James Charles one, so I don't want to overwhelm myself, but we'll see. So, tiny decisions up with the kind of wheel. And the first palette I'm going to work on is going to be... I'm kind of scared. Ooh, that's a big one. I'm definitely not going to randomize a third one. This is byyyye and Jade Thirlwall, I think. Jade from Little Mix. And that's a 42 shades palette, so I'm definitely going to work on only 2 palettes this month. So I'm going to go get the byyyye palette and I'll be there. Okay, so I'm back with the palette. Here is this beautiful object. I absolutely love this packaging. It's one of my newer palettes in my collection, and I've definitely not used every shade in it yet, sorry. But here is what it's looking like. I absolutely love this color story. It's like so interesting and so unique, and I'm really happy to have rolled this in. It's definitely a good palette to use in a no pan left behind style, so yeah, I'm definitely happy about this. I feel like I'm going to be able to do like neutral looks with a pop of color, and I really like to do this kind of looks to go to work, so yeah, that's definitely a good roll-in. I'm really happy. I absolutely love byyyye palettes and the quality of byyyye. That's definitely one of my favorite brands in the market, so I'm just so glad. But yeah, it's gonna be a great month, and I just hope I will be able to roll out at least one of these palettes. That could be good. So yeah, here are the 2 palettes I will have to work on for the next month. And I guess that's it for today's video. I hope you like it, and I hope you're having a nice day, and I guess we'll just see each other next week for another update. Bye.